So it's almost 2 months through 2015, and last week I was looking through my own personal business goals to be completed by the end of February 2015, and I realized that I was way behind on what I had set for myself. If you're in the same boat and you're really trying to get an event off the ground in 2015, whether it's a workshop or a retreat or a conference or a networking event that just doesn't suck, this video is for you, not only from an inspirational standpoint, but also from a literal standpoint, which you will find out about if you finish watching all the way to the end. I'm Lauren Caselli, a creative workshop and retreat planner for creative entrepreneurs, and I am here to talk to you about daring greatly and putting yourself out there. So one of my favorite books, or maybe the only business book that I actually read, is called Daring Greatly, and here it is. It's by Brené Brown. And if you saw my Instagram last week, I referenced it as probably the one book that I have read over and over for my business. It's unbelievable. It's really amazing. It talks about feeling the fear of putting yourself out there and the fear of giving a piece of yourself and launching something, and being afraid of putting yourself out there. And so what I wanted to do is, not only if you're planning an event in the next 6 months or a year, not only are you feeling the fear of putting yourself out there, having to stand up in front of a whole crowd of people and talk about something that you are passionate about and good at, but you're also putting yourself out there to event venues and caterers and all kinds of other vendors that are supposed to be helpful to you, that are supposed to help you pull this event off, because to host an event, you need a lot of help. And so I started thinking about a way that I could create an experience for people that lowered those barriers, that pushed those hurdles down just a little bit, so you're not leaping over them, you're just stepping over them. And that's when I came up with Get Your Plan On, which is a 2-day live e-course with me, where you will figure out by the end of the e-course the two most tallest hurdles when it comes to planning an event: finding your venue and setting your budget. And those are the two topics that I get the most questions around when I'm helping someone create an event. So I created this e-course for people who are really tired of feeling like everyone around them is hosting an event. It's for people who really want to create a networking event that just doesn't suck, that doesn't make them feel totally worthless at the end of it, because networking events are hard. It's for people who really want to host a conference this year, a creative conference, but they just don't know where in the world, where in the country, or even where in their hometown to host it. And so over this 2-day e-course, I will take you through the strategies that I use with my clients to find really amazing venues for prices that you would never imagine could be possible. And then what I do is, once we've figured out those venues, we get a couple under our belts, we start working on creating a budget. And so by the end of the course, you'll have a budget, and then you'll have a couple projections or ways to project income or sales from tickets. So we talk about percentages, like 50%, 20%, 30% profit off of an event, and what's a good amount and what's like a break-even amount and what's probably something you don't want to strive for. So I'm really excited for this event, because not only am I launching my first product slash service slash launch thing, but I also am excited to work with more people in a more group setting. However, there are two really exciting things about this. Number one, it's limited to 20 people, and it's a super low beta price. It's $50, which a one-on-one call with me is $200. So you are getting incredible value for a super duper low price. And that's because I'm in a beta phase. This is my first launch. I'm really excited to launch it, but I'm also really looking for feedback. And then the second piece is that the first 10 people who sign up will get a special bonus hour, where we will discuss how to create the content for your workshop, how to structure the day so that you have a really great client experience, and how to knock your clients' socks off at your workshop or retreat or conference with a really intentional, really well-structured, really good schedule of events. So I'm really excited. All of the information is below. If you have questions, feel free to email me. But this course is going to be launching on Wednesday, February 11th. So pop your name in the box below and wait for it to open. And I'm really, really excited to see you in the course.